Our first generative AI model designed for gameplay. Okay,
work as a unique opportunity to kind of leverage the intersection of art and science, which is what video games are, to grow with the creator community. That's what these tools are about. We think there's a really unique opportunity to use technology to enable creators to do things that they've never done before. We have a great opportunity with two teams that happen to be, frankly, right next to each other in Cambridge in the UK, in our game studios and Microsoft Research. And it's been awesome to see the collaboration between those two teams. So what I'm going to ask is I want to have Katya talk about how they see this technology and the work that they've done.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Phil and Dom. Fantastic to be here and reflect on the work that is coming out today. Key to this work from the very beginning was to try and understand how we can really ground the development of generative AI models in an actual understanding of what users need. In this case, what are the kinds of model capabilities that would be needed in order to really empower creatives, to allow to let them explore ideas more quickly, more deeply than they might be able to do with traditional tools. And so in this work, we grounded our generative AI model development in a user study with 27 game creatives. And we were able to tease out that aspects like iterative tweaking and divergent thinking, which have already been well established in the computer-supported creativity research, those continue to be really key when creatives want to engage with these types of models, but often they're an afterthought in model development. So we turned that on its head. We started from those capabilities and then tried to really systematically push on the model capabilities that might be needed in order to support tweaking, ideation, rapid interaction. And so that is how we developed WAM and focused specifically on those model capabilities of consistency, diversity, and persistency. And you can read a lot more in the research publication and the demo videos associated with that.
I'll tell you one of the things that I get excited about. One of the things we care a lot about at Xbox is game preservation. And I think about an opportunity to have models learn about older games that were maybe tied to unique pieces of hardware, where that engine on that hardware is kind of time will erode the amount of hardware that's out there that can actually play a game. But you could imagine a world where from gameplay data and video that a model could learn old games and really make them portable to any platform. Where these
I think what he's saying is that AI is going to be able to look at old games and then just like figure out how to, like, you could just play them on anything. I think that's what he's saying. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, and also I think that this AI is going to be able to look at a lot of these old games, and like AI is going to be able to be taught what is fun. Right? Be like, hey, these mechanics are considered fun by human brains, So like have the AI show the AI like, hey, here is the entirety of Chrono Trigger from Super Nintendo. This is a classic, cherished Japanese RPG that is has a very unique turn-based system that holds up to this day. Right? And then the AI could be like, I'll just make my own Chrono Trigger like that. It'll make all the assets. It'll do everything.
Models could run. I think that's really exciting. We've talked about game preservation as an activity for us, and these models and their ability to learn completely how a game plays without the necessity of the original engine running on the original hardware, I think opens up a ton of opportunity.
That's going to be crazy.
But the fact that this is research that was done on top of Bleeding Edge from Ninja Theory, Dom, why don't you talk about with the role that Bleeding Edge plays and how you as a creator think about this technology?
Yeah, thanks, Phil. Yeah, so as you mentioned, Katya and Katya's team and our team here at Ninja Theory, we happen to be in the same city in Cambridge in the UK.
What game does Ninja Theory make? Hold on. What have they made? I got to look this up. Oh, Devil May Cry. They did Hell's. Okay. Devil May Cry. All right. They know how to make games. Yeah. I've played some of their games. All right. Dude, yeah. And this game was like really good graphics, too. I played it 4K on my computer.
Just down the road from each other. So when we joined Xbox Game Studios, we were introduced to Katya, and we started to think about how could we collaborate. And we've been working together now for a few years.
Crazy.
And Katya asked if they could use Bleeding Edge as a multiplayer catalog title as a test bed for their research and for this technology. We were happy for them to do that. And what we're looking at today is really the fruits of...
Bro, check this out. I'm going to show you another YouTube channel. Kaze, that's his name. Kaze. All right, this guy does crazy stuff. Let's go to his videos.
Zooey and Mario 64 are two...
So this guy went into the code of both games, these Nintendo 64 games, and he like coded them together. Let me go ahead here.
Maps, but not Banjo's engine.
So as you could see, he's playing as Mario inside of Banjo-Kazooie. That's the first level when you go outside your house and you have to go up to go play with Gruntilda. So he's showing his code and how he did it and everything. Pretty cool stuff. But yeah, so it's, I don't know, boring. Let's skip. See, this is Banjo-Kazooie world, but with Mario in it. So he crosses these over. And I believe that you'll be able to take the code of a couple games like this and just have AI do it. Now, do I think that a guy coming in and doing it is actually going to do it better than AI? For now, yes. It's kind of like how artists are better at making art than AI is. Even though AI is getting really good, we can always tell that it's AI. And artists are just better and more meticulous and creative and stuff, right? But I think that AI is going to surpass artists at some point, and it's even going to surpass programmers at some point. So things like this won't have to be done from scratch like this guy is. The AI will just do it for you.
The work that Katya and the team have done. And I think for us as a game creator, the thing that I'm always really interested in is how can we help our teams do more? How can we help them to push their creative ambitions and their creativity even further? So technology like this for me, and I think for our studio here at Ninja Theory, is not about using AI to generate content, but it's actually about creating workflows and approaches that allow our team here of
work faster,
100 creative experts to do more.
Yeah. So for example, you just create a tool and be like, hey, take this section of this code and this from this game and this section of this code. And you could say, here's what this code is from this game. This code is from this game. This is what I'm trying to do. Code, do it in this language or whatever, or like whatever the fuck, right? Like whatever the technologies are. And, it'll crunch it for you, speeding it up. You still have to look through and make sure that it's right, and you have to run the code, make sure it works and stuff, and then it's not causing bugs or inefficiencies, things like that. But I think you're right, Archie, when you say that AI will surpass programmers before artists. I think you're right. I still think that there's going to be very well-paid, smart programmers that are using AI to think of it like this, right? Instead of thinking it's surpassing them, I would instead say, think of the smartest programmers in the world using AI to speed up their ideas. So, and they know what they're looking for. They can go through and look at the code, make sure it's right. They could see a lot of the ideas that AI has for solving things. They'd be like, oh, wow, maybe it'll make them a better programmer with some new ideas, new possibilities. Or think of it like this. Think of an artist being somebody who uses AI to create art, like a world-renowned artist. Somebody who's absolutely fantastic. They understand all these fundamentals, with all the colors and all the different technique. Like you watch Bob Ross, he has all these techniques to make things happen. Sometimes when he does trees, he'll just take the brush and he like stabs the canvas and he's making leaves. Right? Here's this technique. Like I really do think that artists that have those capabilities can use AI as an extension of what they're able to create. And they can make even more fantastic things than they could have possibly made by hand, or at least they could do it in a faster period of time. But it's still led with their design understanding of art and things like that. So they're using art fundamentals from them being an absolute expert and never using AI their whole life to using it now, and they're like unleashed.
To go further, to iterate quicker, to ideate quicker, to bring the ideas in their heads to life in a tangible form for others to see. So, although this is technology that we haven't used in the creation of our games, and we don't intend to use this technology for the creation of content. I think the interesting aspect for us that is exciting is how can we use technology like this to make the process of making games quicker and easier for our talented team so that they can really focus on the thing that I think is really special about games, which is that human creativity. Games to me are really creators using the medium of games to talk to their audience, to communicate through the medium of interactivity, and that is core to game creation for me. So what's important with this is that we have the human creativity, but through this technology we can empower them to do more and push their own dreams further than they have been before.
Yeah, like we're always thinking about how do we put tools in the hands of creators so that they can create things that they haven't been able to create before. I know you and the team will continue to make progress. We obviously have Game Developers Conference coming up. It's always a unique opportunity for us to talk about more of the innovation that's happening between our creative teams, our platform teams, and our research teams. And I'm really excited about what we will get to show.
Just end the goddamn video. Just shut up and end it. And that's actually, Archie, where you should end that segment. There we go. All right, that's all I got for you guys today as far as news. I don't know what's going on with the YouTube shorts, but whatever. I am going to end my stream right now. I'm going to get some work done, and then I'm actually going to see if I can go live and play some games tonight. But I'm ahead. I got all my shorts done earlier today. Now my stream is done. It's 3 p.m. Pretty good. All right, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go talk to my dudes that are working and see what they up to, and hopefully I'll see you guys tonight.